On your private island, we'll travel to the South Pacific to the island of Rangiroa, which means boundless sky. Discover the pearl of Tahiti as we follow a New York couple whose careers find them on different coasts. And together they share a life-changing adventure in the underwater world of Rangiroa. On your private island.
I wanted to come to Tahiti because it's one of those places that you hear of your whole life that is, it's a fantasy island.
Another reason to get away was to meet up with Sarat in a place that we could relax and enjoy each other rather than, you know, just one of the cities we live in.
You think it's so far away and so exotic that it's the pinnacle of the place that you would explore in, you know, last days of your lives or something. But, you know, sometimes you just have to just say, hey, let's just go, let's just do it.
The 118 islands that make up Tahiti are officially known as French Polynesia. Rangiroa is in the Tuamotus. The island consists of a string of more than 200 coral motus, or tiny islands, surrounding the world's second largest lagoon.
Papeete was the first destination on our trip. It's in Tahiti, and we stayed in a bigger hotel.
My first impression was looking out to this incredible expanse, which is the ocean. You feel somewhat isolated, but also somewhat adventurous and free because it's like we're really far away.
It's a little bit jarring to just show up here after being stuck in freeway traffic and to slow down a little bit. We decided to travel into town and look at some of the local flavor.
So we went to the market. First thing we did was went sarong shopping.
That's how you do it. That's so simple. I never knew that.
So we bought a couple of those, learned how to tie them.
I don't know why I packed it all.
It's great to see the way they incorporated so many different things in their culture into the sarongs, into the patterns and the artwork. You had a lot of Gauguin-themed sarongs, and it's very colorful and gorgeous.
Oh my God, that looks good.
Just seeing all these fruits and these vegetables, I mean, forget about it. I didn't recognize anything in there except maybe for some lettuce. And even the lettuce didn't look like anything I'd ever seen.
What is this? What is that thing?
That looks like a pumpkin.
It looks like an elephant.
Or is this going to be the touchy-feely trip where we just have to touch all the fruit?
Got to see some of the more urban center of Tahiti to start and slowly worked our way almost back into time. The draw of Rangiroa for me was to get further away from built-up civilized society. So we got on the plane. Breaker one, breaker one.
I'm excited though to go to the next place.
I know.
But it's beautiful from the air. I mean, you can get an idea of the land formations and the masses.
Looking over a string of islands in a circle that are surrounding this great blue, very beautiful lagoon. I mean, it's huge.
The first impressions I had landing here, it was that I was getting to be in a further removed place. The pace got to be even slower upon arrival there.
See this really quaint, cute little airport. Doesn't even look like an airport, it's very sweet. And we took a pretty short ride, actually, over to the resort.
Coconuts, those are the coconuts we were drinking yesterday.
Yeah.
First thing, of course, you notice is the lines in the sky of coconut trees as we were driving up to the resort. When we got off the van, and you're greeted with juice and cold towels, and it's just very, welcoming.
This really is real.
So after we got checked in, we were taken to our bungalow.
We were introduced to the small community of bungalows. I've seen places like this, but it just felt like it was the next level of removal from contemporary life in America.
Are you kidding? This is where we're staying.
There's a lot to take in. You kind of get hazy, wow, this is not real.
We're not in New York anymore.
When you're walking up to the bungalow, you can already see all of the magnificent fish down in the water below. So, of course, it takes forever to walk there because you just keep stopping and pointing, and it's like, wow, wow.
Rod, look at this. Oh, boy.
The room was fantastic.
You see the bedroom, the bathroom.
Is this typical Polynesian design?
Yeah, it's a typical Polynesian style. Coconut palm tree.
And I keep, look at this.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
it right down at the water.
Yeah, fish.
It's
So
amazing.
we can open it.
Oh, that opens
yes.
up. That's fantastic. He's hungry right now. This is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. Can you swim off here?
Yes, of course.
There's no sharks?
Yeah, there's some sharks sometimes. Huh? You can be closer. Yes.
No. First thing we wanted to do was to just get in our bathing suits and dive in and snorkel, but I hadn't done it in a long time, so I was a little nervous.
All right, you go first. No, Jake.
We've been together for a long time, and we're so familiar that it becomes like brother and sister, and we throw little squabbles and bickering.
Jamie.
I think it's fun. I think we like challenging each other in that way and giving each other a hard time.
Move out of my way.
Put the mask on before you go in. It just makes us more exciting.
How did you get in? You just jumped in, huh?
Jump in.
Water.
We're totally adventurous together, and he brings that out in me. He definitely loosens me up without me having a choice sometimes in the matter.
The snorkeling was a great eye-opener. I mean, it was hard for me to even believe the fish. I'm just used to seeing them in a tank.
It does feel like a million miles away from New York City. The day I left New York, it was 8 degrees. It's pure opposite of here.
Pour me some more champagne.
Just sitting there for a minute and letting the breeze blow through and the sound of the water. Then I started finally getting to the level of relaxation that I was trying to get to.
Next, the sharks of Rangiroa.
We went to an area called the aquarium.
Now you are a professional. 1, 2, 3.
Literally is an aquarium because you're so close to these fish. There's just so many, there's thousands of them. Everywhere you look, there's some new thing to see. You get more comfortable, and you want to see more, and you want to go deeper, you want to go further. So it's just intoxicating.
Come on, friends.
In the afternoon, we came back, and the hotel had planned for us a Motu picnic, which is a picnic on a sort of deserted, uninhabited island. It takes about an hour by boat to get there. And he's pointing, he's saying, it's Blue Lagoon, and it's really a blue lagoon, and it's just spectacular.
Shark City? Yes, Shark City.
As we're approaching, he's saying, well, we're going to go feed the sharks, my pets. And I'm like, oh, your pets, the sharks, that's great.
Yeah, just bring me the whole bag, yeah.
And we start to see these beige-colored 2-feet-long sharks.
Those are black-tip sharks.
Starts throwing food at them, and then there's like swarms and masses of them.
Look at my pets. They all have a name.
They come after your toes, they eat things off you, or they're safe? Are they docile?
Black-tip sharks. That's a little one. Nice, nice.
Oh my God.
No worry, no worry. Yes.
We pulled a couple onto the boat, and we were all saying that they were kind of cute looking.
Young one.
And then Emil, you know, the driver of the boat, jumps in like he's going for a swim over there. And then I'm like, this is insane.
Do you want to go for a swim?
There is no way I'm going in there. But Jamie will go.
Jamie, behind this rope like this.
He looked a little nervous. He kept looking at Emil in there going, okay, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's a meal, I'm a snack. Right.
It was the thrill, I guess, just to realize what I was doing.
Yeah, so
The opportunity came up and they asked me, and I said, of course. That's one of the things that you get to do in a place like this, is try something that you'd never be able to do.
don't get them angry.
If you want that kind of adventure, you know, this is a place to come, because you're going to see stuff that's going to blow your mind. You're going to get over fears and phobias maybe that you've had.
How many you saw? How many?
100 down there.
Yeah, at least, huh?
They're not really that intimidating. They're cute.
They are, huh? Very nice. We are going to...
We had to walk through the water to get to the little Motu picnic area. By that time, you know, the sharks are still there, but, you know, you can see how docile they are.
Don't call them over here.
They don't even care, but you're a big leg to them. We hung out at the deserted island all afternoon, and our guides were starting to cook lunch. We just hung out, and we were seeing, of course, sharks everywhere. We're like, you know, hey, pets, see, it's really funny.
Lagoon Blue is the most magical place we've been to here, because it was the really, really secluded castaway island.
Friends, let's have lunch. Barbecue is ready.
They were barbecuing this beautiful meal with all these different kinds of fish, and we had no idea what was in store for us. It was like sort of this whole presentation.
This is gonna be your plates.
These are plates?
Oh, that's right.
Our plates braided out of the palm leaves.
You know, we were just in awe of it. You know, it's just so unreal. And then the lagoon in front of us is like there's about 100 different colors of blue in front of you. I mean, it's just incredible. We reluctantly had to leave. He took us really on a very scenic route, which was really cool. And then, out of the blue, dolphins. You know, dolphins, just all around the boat, racing with the boat.
Oh my God, right there!
At least 300 pounds.
I've never actually seen dolphins like that close.
They're swimming with the boat.
That's right.
And to see how they played with us. That was just like a huge thrill, and we get back to the dock, and there's Cosetta and Pascal, and she sings to the dolphins, so we were like, let's go see more. We were riding the waves with them, and we saw them, and she's so into it. I mean, she goes crazy. But it's so funny, it's so Italian. We had an unbelievable day, and seeing the dolphins at the end, and singing as we were sailing back in, and seeing the sun go down was just a wonderful ending to like a totally great day. Just want to get up the next day and do it all over again.
Coming up, discover the Tahitian black pearl.
Hi. The thing with Jamie and I is you cannot sit us down on a beach for 5 minutes. I mean, we have to keep exploring it. So, of course, we had to go and check out the island. We had heard about this pearl farm that was nearby, and of course I wanted to check that out.
I had no idea that they were grown. For some reason, I just thought you dove under the water and popped the pearl out of one of these oysters.
This is where you pour it up. Yeah, we grow the shell. So we receive the shell from other lagoons.
Right.
They are quite small, and we grow them for about 2 years.
So how long have these been growing before they're ready to be implanted?
A good shell is a shell of about 3 years old.
Can you show us how you implant them?
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to see that.
So here is the implantation process.
Okay.
You know the shells are just a little bit open. So the grafter can handle the shell very easily, and with his clamp, he will open the shell, not breaking the muscle. Then he will put inside the bead, and just close to this bead, he will put a piece of mantle. This piece of mantle, which is made of live cells, he will cut only the part which secrete the mother pearl. If you don't put a piece of mantle inside the animal with the bead, nothing will happen.
So that bead becomes a pearl, basically.
Yeah, right. The bead is about 6 millimeter diameter. Then we will have a pearl of about 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter.
I can buy a pearl here.
60% of the shell will keep the bead. The good shell will be drilled and hang on rope like that for 2 years to grow the pearl.
So you have to keep them cooking for 3 years, and then after you inject them, it's another 2 years, so it's a 5-year process.
Right, right. It's a 5-year process. You can see the boat there, where the shells are hanging for the first month.
Do you have any trouble about people maybe taking them?
We are in very safety place. We have tiger shark there.
Okay. Keeping an eye on your attack dogs.
Garden.
Oh, guard dogs.
At the Kiora, there's also this fantastic tennis court, and it was a great way to work off a lot of the rich meals that I've been eating here on holiday.
Jamie and I are really used to working out like every day, and you don't want to be swimming or boating or doing some kind of exercise. So the tennis, though, of course, is really fun because we never get to play tennis. Who has a court in New York City? It's very rare, and we love doing it. The other thing they have here is a billiards room, which they have books and like games and stuff. And I'm horrible at pool, but it's always fun to play.
It's cool and dark and shaded, which is something of a nice respite after being exposed to this hot sun all day. Our little excursion here is giving Sharad and myself a time to rethink the rest of our lives. The paces that we live in the city sometimes take over your life and prevent you from making bigger decisions. So coming to a place like this, it kind of opens your eyes to a bigger world.
Next, a ceremonial dance to remember. Don't go away.
The last night of our stay here was really great. It was really fun. I come from a dance background, so when I heard there were going to be dancers there that night at dinner, I was totally excited for it. I love seeing new dances from other cultures, and I love watching it live. We both love drumming. So we got a little dressed up. Jamie, of course, wore his sarong, and we had a blast. They pull us up there, and you just kind of go with it. You just kind of go with the flow of it.
I was really hesitant, but the kids, they were young kids that were doing these great dances. They were very pleasant about it, and they taught me how to do, some of these moves.
I'm up for any kind of dance challenge.
Like this, okay? Okay?
I love just jumping in there and boogieing down. Even if I look crazy, even if I look stupid, I don't care, because it's just the experience of it. We really talked about this being a marker for changing the way we see the world. And that's what, to me, what a vacation or an excursion like this really does, is you come back with a renewed sense of how you want to live your life.
I've been dreaming a lot heavier than I normally do, and I think that's your outer shell is finally relaxing and letting your mind be itself.
Trying to incorporate that experience back into your daily craziness and just taking a breather going, wow, I'm a little bit different now because of this.